Good morning and happy Sunday, everybody. Um, Here in Maine, it's beautiful out. I have a meaty Clearing the Bases episode today. Clearing the Bases is my weekly, every Sunday morning episode where I cover all the topics that either I didn't have time to cover in the week or didn't rise to the level of their own video. We're going to start off with some Caitlin Clark versus Victor Wembanyama stuff, which I think is pretty interesting. There's no major main topic this week, but we have a lot to get through, so we're going to jump right in here. I'll share my screen. All right. First of all, we'll start with Twitter. Uh, this person shows that Select 24 WNBA is selling for $750 for a hobby box. Uh, and then that became this big hot topic. Like, how can they charge $750 for that when Panini Select Basketball Men's is only going for 565? How can you do that? To me, the answer was pretty simple. Uh, there are actually a lot of factors here. Wembanyama has a million pack pulled cards. Actually, I've got it right here. The Walking Dead. Wemby has too many NBA pack issued cards. Caitlin Clark has zero as of now. So there's a extreme hunger, desire, demand for Caitlin Clark, where that has not as strong for Wemby. It's not still very strong. Don't get me wrong. But then there are other factors too, and I've got things out of order here. Let's move these over so we're in order. Uh, Also, less of women's card boxes expected to sell as the audience is smaller, so therefore their cost to print less is higher. Yeah, they're not going to sell as many. So Panini probably sells a billion boxes into China and other countries for men's basketball because China is a massive uh, demand center for men's basketball, and not so much for women's basketball for the WNBA. And same thing in America. There's just more demand, although it's much, much higher for WNBA now than it was in the past. It's still not where it is in the NBA. And then here's another one. Probably because WNBA actually has Caitlin Clark autos and the NBA doesn't have Wemby autos for Panini. Those are exclusive to Fanatics. So these people covered my points very nicely, and I appreciate that. And I'm sure I'm missing some, but ultimately, Panini can charge $750 for WNBA because that's just what the demand is, and they're not printing as many. All right. As Ken Golden says here, and I'm not promoting Golden in any way, but he had the only good tweet that points out all these things. Uh, this consigner who went to Golden with this, I think it's the one of one, yeah, one of one triple non-auto, had bounties. One was, I think, was with Jeff Wilson, and it's now at 4450. It's 44,000, but 54 with buyer's premium with time remaining. So smart of that seller to pass up the bounty. I feel like the bounties are more about publicity at this point. Oh, here's another thing. Jeez, I'm way out of order today. Caitlin Clark averaged more TV viewers across all networks than Victor Wembanyama did. Now, this has a little to do with the fact that there are half as many games for the WNBA, and there are very few teams that a lot of people want to watch in the WNBA. Whereas with Wembanyama, he's on one of the worst teams in the NBA, and there's demand for many other teams and many other players. She's the first mega superstar in the WNBA in a long time, and maybe ever. So that's another thing about the $750 pricing. This was a big topic that started off with this Nomad cards. You got this person, ACA Collectibles, tweeted this card out on August 26th with a nice Really nice Luka Doncic autograph. And then they tweeted out that it got a PSA 10, except the autograph is faded. And I'm not going to cover this much, but there's like Auburn 35, who always makes an appearance, showed that there's more of these too. Uh, and then Dan the Card Man covered it really nicely in this video. So I recommend going to Dan the Card Man, his channel on YouTube, because he covered all this stuff, which I'm not going to do. Otani, yeah, this is me. I wrote this for SI.com. Otani 50th home run ball lands at Golden. Uh, there was the Dodgers offered him $300,000. Let's see where it stands now. 1.2 million, 1.464 with buyer's premium. So the Dodgers were a little low on their estimate. Last I knew, it was at like $750,000. The highest bidder was um, Probstein. I don't know who it is now. They haven't reported that. And just so you remember, I don't know why this is doing this. Oh, I got to do this, and I got to do that. The 62nd home run ball for Aaron Judge sold for 1.5 million, 1.25 plus buyer's premium. So this is there already with tons of time left. Again, the Yankees are a huge market, but the Dodgers are also huge, and Otani has a much bigger market overall than Judge. Speaking of Otani, Topps has his pants, his game-worn pants from his 50-50 game, and they're cutting them up and putting them into cards. I don't understand the appeal of putting pants in. I know people will love this. They've got a one-of-one logo man autograph that they're going to do. I don't know. That's just me. They're going to cut them up and put them into cards from the entire pants. Let me know. Is that appealing to you? Somebody's game-worn pants? Well, I don't know that it was this person or somebody else that they grabbed the photo from, but somebody ripped a number to 25 Ted Williams Allen and Ginter card, and inside was a Wander Franco card. That's pretty rough. Pretty rough. Now we have the earliest ticket to a football game that Heritage has ever seen. It's for a game between Hartford High School and New Britain High School in Connecticut in 1895. That's crazy. 18, and the starting bid, nobody's put a bid in on it yet. That's kind of appealing. I might put a bid in on that. No, I'm not going to really. We have a Mickey Mantle rookie autograph, rookie season autograph on this baseball. Also with Heritage. Got a lot of vintage stuff this week, which I love. Rookie signature, and the stamping only existed 1949 to 1951, so they know it had to have been during his rookie year. The consigner won it in his Cub Scout troop raffle in 1951. That's crazy. And then I found this actually, postwarcards.com has reintroduced their newsletter after a hiatus. It's great. Strong recommend on Postwar Cards newsletter. I saw this on there. 1957 Topps basketball wax pack. PSA 7 sold for $69,000. That's awesome. Love that. And then here's another heritage item from the 19th century. Let's just actually click through to it. Harvard University trophy bat from 1862. Yeah. Current bid $2,500. See if we can get a better. Nope, I guess that's it. That's why we've got the video here. Just thought that was neat. Trophy bat from 1862. Oh, sorry. It's from 1867. Much, much later. Look at this. Look at the coloring on that 52 Jackie. Crazy. That it doesn't say here how much it sold for. That's so weird. It fell. Oh, here we go. I gotta click through. Apparently, sold for $75,000, which is shy of the record in the same grade, which was 114,000. Then you've got this Ty Cobb E103, $41,000. Ty Cobb 1907 Wolverine News. Yeah, cool stuff. That one sold for 43,000. All right, back to Otani. 50/50 card produced 653,000 tops now copies. That's how many they produced. That was more than the 588,000 for the LeBron, Durant, Curry tops now, which was a lot. And then there's got the short print. It's this kid here. Imagine being in this short printed card. I skipped math to watch history. That's fun. I think I talked about that last week too. PSA 9 Clemente rookie sold for $840,000, which is within the general range of recent sales. $840,000 for that beauty. Whew. That's amazing. And then you got a bunch of like a Jordan Dr. J logo man sold for $780,000. The Shohei rookie superfractor went for $336,000. Yeah. Okay. The person who sold this bought it for $62,000 via Golden in 2021. So they made a $270,000 profit. Although not quite, because it includes buyer's premium and stuff. But still, pretty cool. And then you've got this Wyoming idiot stole over $2,000 in football cards and other merchandise from a local Walmart by skip scanning. And they describe what this is. He scanned packages of Post-it notes that he had placed under the sports card boxes. So Post-it notes are a couple bucks, and a retail box of football cards 30 or 40, 50, 60 bucks, something like that. And he did that to the tune of $2,000 in thefts by skip scanning. What a dummy. I'm going to get yelled at by my hockey fan viewers. Why'd you skip over the hockey? Sorry, guys. All right. Babe Ruth kept this scorecard at the 1924 World Series a century ago. He autographed it. He took notes on it. He wrote November 5th on it, but apparently it was October 5th. So we're coming up on exactly a century in a week. And is it? Yeah, I think it's. Oh, it's expected to fetch 5 figures. So I thought that was neat. Oh yeah, so the 50/50 ball. This young kid, 18-year-old, on his birthday, claims that this guy here ripped the ball out of his hands. I haven't seen any video that proves that in any way. They both were kind of on it, but the kid is suing the man. The kid's name is Max Mattis. The man's name is Chris Belansky. I guess they're both men now. Chris Belansky suing him to stop the auction, but the judge said no, the auction can proceed. So the judge asked us to try to work it out. And then I just thought this was a cool picture. Jose Canseco shared this photo. This dude here at the last game in Oakland. I was here for the first pitch in 1968. And he's got a photo of himself. I'm here for the last pitch in 2024. That's neat. People were ripping out the seats. Oh, I've got a bunch of stuff that has gone into COMC. They're adding things every day right now until they've added all 200 of my cards. The link to my COMC is in the description to this. It's a bunch of there are a bunch of autographs, although I don't. Not many of the autographs have been added in yet. They're a bunch of um, relics like Maury Wills, yeah, and I price them below everybody else's. So mine are always the lowest priced items. I'm not trying to make tons of money. I just want to sell them. I just want to get rid of them. Some of them I made a mistake sending them to COMC, like this 2001 Topps Noteworthy. I thought was worth more than this. I've got it priced at 59 cents. But everything else, here's one that I've got priced at 49 cents, which I shouldn't have sent that in. But for the most part, I've got like $2 to $10 items in there. Here's another article I wrote. Um, I spoke with Trevor O'Laughlin, who pulled the one of one autograph, Steph Curry, which is here he is with the card, and I've got a better photo of the card here. This is the redemption. So he's hanging on to it for now. He's hoping to have some experiences with it, share it, get his 15 minutes of fame, basically. So I thought it was cool, fun article to write. And Caitlin Clark's card sells for WNBA record 84,000 on Fanatics Collect. Another article I wrote. Sold for $84,000, higher than her last card, which sold for 78,000. So you got to think this is the card here. It's draft night card. Got to think there's going to be one that sells for more than that in the near future. I covered this twice this week. This is the Ty Cobb red background T206 card that I and many others were convinced was fake. And there were a handful of people, vintage collector, Pepino Man, some others who believed that it was real. And then I did a follow-up where I actually talked to the buyer, and he sent me a video of him opening it. It's really fun follow-up. It turned out to be legit. It's in a PSA 7 slab. There's a lot more to this. I'm going to be covering this in my newsletter with a lengthy article once I have all the details. I've spoken with Nat Turner a little bit. I've spoken with the seller of the card a little bit. Don't have a ton of details from either of them, but I'm trying to work all the angles, and there's more to it that is being dug up that I hope to cover in my newsletter in the near future. My newsletter this week is an interview with Sammy Thunder, YouTuber, YouTube legend Sammy Thunder. So hopefully you'll subscribe. It's at junkwaxhero.com. My weekly newsletter on Mondays is free. All right, this is a counterfeit Topps Now Olympic one of one auto, and he's got a question mark in here. And then in the description, it says this is a copy version of the card. Just so you're aware, this is not the $1 million card people are chasing after, but just as close to it. And it had bid up to $600 at least. And then people started messaging this guy, the seller, and he ended it due to an error in the listing. And I don't know what that error was, but maybe that it's a counterfeit card. I don't know. And this person messaged him, "What is wrong with you? You're going to get blackballed from eBay in the hobby." And this might have scared him because this copy version of it, literally on the description, you think people really want or have 500,000 to just purchase the real card. Why not give someone a chance to dream and own a copy of it? Oh, that's so nice. Then, oh, right here, shouldn't it be more like $5? Yes. If you want somebody to have a counterfeit copy of it, sell it for a couple bucks. Yeah, rest assured, I will take it down before the bidding is over. I'm just very curious how people either don't care to read or bother. Yeah, I just put it up as a joke. Come on, guy. And he says that it has to pass eBay authentication, which may not have been the case based on how many loopholes there are. Like if I were to buy it, I have a PO box. It wouldn't have gone through authentication guarantee. Artist Chuck Stiles went to a daughter's friend's birthday party, and his dad mentioned he has a bunch of old basketball and baseball cards, and he dug them out That'll play. Not too bad. So he's helping them grade them now. He's sending them off to get graded and authenticated. If you are like me, you're a huge fan of Back to the Future, but especially Back to the Future Part 2, which for me was the best one of all of them. And excuse me, Gray's Sports Almanac from that one just sold over the weekend for $30,000. Supposedly owned by Michael J. Fox. Yeah, 30,000. I would have thought it'd be worth more than that, but I guess that makes sense. Would you buy from this seller? Look at his hands. Good for him for doing manual labor, though. Probably doing something that I don't do since I sit at a desk all day. Bobby Witt Jr. is trying to buy every card of himself. This is a little bit misleading. My understanding is that he's trying to buy every variation of this card. So if you have them, he's selling them. He's buying them on eBay. Just thought that was a fun story. We always end on fun stuff on this series. These kids pulled a Victor Wembanyama numbered to 5 autograph. Look at their faces. They're on video. This kid saw that it was an autograph of Wembanyama, and he was really excited. And this kid noticed it was a number to 5, and yeah, fun. That's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know in comments if you have any thoughts on any of these items, and make sure you're subscribed here, as well as to my newsletter, junkboxhero.com. I'll have a new issue out tomorrow, but more next week too, because I have a bunch of topics that I'm working on all at the same time. All right. Have a good Sunday. Thanks for watching.